Welcome back. This is podcast number 2, the Untitled Podcast. Well, as you can see behind me, I'm in a different location, right? So, a lot of things have changed, and that's the reason why it's taken me so long to come out with the second one. So, I originally was planning on doing this, weekly. It's been more than a week. But the reason being, so that virus thing, went a little crazy. My wife, she's teleworking, so she took over my game room, used my PC for a while. I just got the PC set up here in kids' playroom. So, as you can see over there to my side, that's where my kids study. But, hey, you gotta live with what you can live with. So, gaming, YouTube, streaming, all that kind of stuff, it's been a little difficult because, I'm over here, my son's right there playing Roblox, singing along and stuff, playing Roblox. Have you guys played Roblox? Weird. I don't know how they get away with what they get away with. That is the pinnacle of copyright infringement. So my son, not my friend, he was playing Roblox, and it was called Nintendo Switch Parkour, and there's Eminem on a loop in the background. So, really weird. But yeah, it's super strange. And all of the worlds, he calls them obbies. I don't know why. But yeah, that's the title of the lobbies. They're called obbies. So, speaking of making it difficult, it just got difficult. I don't know if you could hear before a second ago, but kids crying, wife yelling, not wanting to go to sleep. So, now that I'm not in my closed space, I'm in a shared space, it's not easy. It's super loud. Can't hear anything. Well, anyway, so on with this podcast number 2. So the other day, I got on the topic of YouTube editing videos, and my wife was like, yeah, Barry has a YouTube channel, to our friend. And he already kind of like knew about it a little bit, but never watched it or anything. And he was trying to make some videos for work to edit them and make his job easier. But anyways, so she was sharing this, and it got my son interested. My son's 7. If you've seen any of my other videos, this channel is not meant for 7-year-olds. In fact, the rating, every time I upload a video, I have to click not intended for children. So my son, he logged out of his YouTube account, then searched for me, found me, and was like, look, Daddy, here's your video. And I was like, don't watch that. He's like, why? I said, it's not appropriate for you. He's like, why? And I was like, the games are scary, was the excuse I came up with. But it kind of got me thinking, if I'm making videos and I don't want my 7-year-old son to see them, should I really be making those kind of videos? Or should I make videos a little more PG? I don't know, something to think about. Yeah, you know, it's like, don't say stuff unless you would say it in front of your mother, that kind of thing. Anyways, this is an adult gaming channel. We drink beer and we swear, right? So, yeah, I don't know if you recognize this room, but over there, to that side is where this computer was beforehand, before I moved over to that private room so I could study. And now I'm back, and it's a mess. I know I'm kind of talking in circles, but I really wanted to start streaming, and I'm not exactly sure how or what. My friend Alex, he streams, and he's like, you just gotta compromise and do that. Just do it. And I kind of agree. I'm not really sure what how I should do it. It's hard enough trying to play games, adult games. Does anyone else that's a parent have their wife nag them if they're playing adult games? Is that game really appropriate for children? Well, no, it's not. It's not appropriate. It's rated M. But I'm an adult. Kid doesn't care. He's kind of interested in whatever I'm doing, just because, children are usually interested in whatever their parents are doing. I remember when I was his age, we got a Windows 95 computer, and my dad got 2 games, not immediately after, but, within a year or so, I guess you could say. One of those was, I think, Hydro Thunder or something. No, it wasn't Hydro Thunder. It was a game kind of like that, where it was like a racing game, and it came with a joystick. It was kind of cool. But then he got Doom. Yeah, he got Doom. So at 7 years old, I was playing Doom. The first Doom. Exciting times. Tell you what. And he let me play it. I've always played mature rated games. I remember when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out. I was so surprised my parents let me have it. But they let me buy it. And I don't even know. I was 6th grade, 7th grade, something like that. I think it was 7th grade. Whatever age 7th graders are, 12, 13 or something like that. And they let me buy it. And I played it all the time, I played it in the living room and run around listening to gangster rap and running over strippers. Or not strippers, but hookers. Taking their money. I thought it was funny. And yeah, it was good times. Anyways. So, second story I wanted to share was the Air Force has this group. It's a relatively new group. It's called Air Force Gaming. Their role is to recruit, retain, and raise the morale of people in the Air Force. Anyway, so they have a Discord and a group and a Facebook group, a Facebook page. The leader, he streams all the time to promote it. They've done a lot of great work that I've seen. I haven't really been active in there. And last week, they put out an advertisement. They're like, hey, we're looking for more help mods on Discord and admins for the Facebook. And I have experience with both of those. I set up several Discord servers with bots for work. not only my employer, but others as well. And I wanted to help. So I was like, hey, yeah, submit an application, didn't hear anything. And then he was streaming one day and I was like, hey, how do I put my name out there? I submitted an application, but how do I stand out? And the answer I got, a few months ago was like, be active. Or they're only hiring the original members, which was like, I don't know, 100, 200 people. Out of those 200 people, they were hiring them. And you had to be like an alpha member or whatever for the alpha test for it. But if you weren't involved at that time because you didn't know about it, that's kind of unfair. So anyways, they finally branched out and they were accepting applications. So I have experience with both and I want to help, whatever way I can. And I don't know if because me reaching out when he was streaming, he was like, hey, yeah, told the hiring person, check this guy out, go ahead and put him on the interview list. So I got an interview and it's supposed to be 30 minutes. I think it was less than 10 just because when I was talking, he said I answered all the questions that he had for me, which, is good, right? But I was nervous and they say, if you're nervous, it shows that you care or whatever. But I had written out what I wanted to say. I typed it out on the computer and I was trying to read through it as I was talking to him, make sure I hit all the points that I had put down that I wanted to hit. And so I'm reading through it and I stumbled on my words. It was really weird. I'm trying to read what I wrote and ad-lib and think at the same time for the question that was asked and answer the question while telling a story, and all those didn't really mix and the words did not come out properly. It was like blah, 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 blah. I'd tripped all over myself, but I just kept going. I didn't pause or stop or anything, and I hope that didn't hurt me. I haven't heard back. He said, well, we'll let you know either way whether we hire you or we decide not to hire you for the position. We'll let you know either way, but we have more interviews to make. So I don't know when that interview process is going to be finished, but I haven't heard back. I don't know if that's good or that's bad. I've been kind of watching who the mods are in Discord to see if there's any new ones, and I haven't really seen any new ones, so I kind of think that they're not fully done with their interview process, which I guess is good. And yeah, you guys played Animal Crossing? It's good, right? Yeah, it's good. I want to pick up Doom Eternal, but I haven't finished the previous Doom game. The Doom 2016, I think is what it's called. I haven't finished the campaign on that. I know, right? It came out 4 years ago now. But I don't think the game is scary. The game is good. I don't think it's scary. I don't know why I haven't played it. I tend to buy a bunch of games and they just sit on the back burner in the backlog. Just, wasting away. But I knew Eternal was coming out, so I decided to play it, and I'm playing it. And I don't know what the deal is, but I couldn't get into it. I don't know if it was the screams from the demons, but they were annoying. It ruined the experience. I don't know if there's a way that I can edit an INI file or something to get rid of that or lower it in the settings or what, but I know it's supposed to add to the scariness. I didn't like it. I didn't care for the screaming of the demons. It doesn't do it for me. I don't like it. But as soon as I figure that out, I will finish playing the game. Yeah. So my brother, he's been like, yeah, we gotta stream together and stuff. And he's been trying to set up his system, get it all working. And he bought a stream overlay today. And we're going to test it, but we haven't gotten around to that. Eventually, I'm going to get him on the podcast. Hopefully, the podcast will be more frequently. It's 9:30 at night right now. And I'm super tired because I got to wake up early, go to work, and then when I get home, it's nonstop after that. But have you guys tried to buy stuff at the store? So here where I live, they put a shelter-in-place order out. You can't go anywhere. Well, that's fun. That was my second time to pause in the middle of what I'm doing. So, yeah. Again, with that difficulty. But it's whatever, you know. Well, anyways, this is going to be a short podcast. Wrap it up here. And, so, the new motto, wash your hands, right? Wash your hands.